Hello, how's everybody doing? Are we live yet? Yes, we are. Okay, so I'm trying to pull this up on my other phone. Hi, Free Will. So I'm trying to find this video so I can chat with you. Here it is. Okay. Can you hear me okay? Free Will, can you hear me? I just wondered if my real headphones are working or not. Hello. Oh, okay. Thanks, Free Will. So I'm gonna do a reading for um a friend of mine. I'm thinking of what was I do? What did I do the other day? I cleaned up my little space. Can you guys tell? Okay. So I've got I'm so glad to see you guys both here. Hello, hello. My two besties from here. Okay, so we got two spirit message cards, and it says, look past what you feel are your incapabilities. Instead, focus on everything you have achieved so far. It's okay to acknowledge your weaknesses, but keep in mind that they don't define you. Your strength and your beautiful soul are clear for all to see. And the second one is learn to ride the waves of life. When faced with difficult times, you can either fight against the current or you can go with it. So ask yourself, what is to be gained by depleting your energy and fighting against it? Don't do that to yourself. So those are the two spirit messages. Okay. Dirt digging. Somebody's looking for dirt on you, or you are looking for dirt on someone, saying these are what's the tea cards. So somebody's digging for dirt here on somebody else. I feel like there's someone in your energy that just is a pessimist. You know what I mean? Sees um, the negative in it, everything. You know, they're the half empty cup person, right? I feel like there's some kind of money problems going on. And somebody's overthinking in their head, overthinking stress. Is it about money? Maybe it's something about money, feeling like you don't have enough or some kind of stress about that. Let's look and see if we can find a little bit of clarity on this. Tell me about the dirt digger. Who's digging for dirt? Who is it? I think it's good dirt because high honors here. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, it looks to me like it's going to change something. You know what I mean? They're trying to find something, but it's not negative. Um, Tell me about the happiness hater. Who's the happiness hater? This is a weird reading. It's a false person. It's somebody who wears a mask who isn't really themselves. It could be a man or a woman, but it's somebody that you might think you know him, but you don't. It's also someone who kind of is negative, negative Nelly kind of energy. Tell me more. One more about this false person. Ah, 3 to 6 months. Something's happening in 3 to 6 months. Like you're going to discover this person, they're coming around. So it's like I think they're trying to say, like, there's a liar coming in. And then this sudden wealth card comes out. Look what's next, bankrupt. So somebody maybe is lying about how much money they have. That's weird. There's a thief coming out to clarify bankruptcy. A main male. So it's a man energy. Someone in your community. Someone that you know. Someone. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't know, free will. Who is it? In their head, overthinking, stressed, overanalyzing. What's going on here? Message. That tried to come out before. I saw it before. There's a message coming in, maybe about your work and you going on a journey. In their head is clarified by message, work, and journey. So I don't know. Are you going on a journey here? Or are you maybe changing your occupation? Because so this occupation card kind of like represents doing something that you really love to do. She's actually sitting at a sewing machine, making something, creating something, right? So there could be some kind of a change in your occupation, is what I'm feeling like. Like maybe you're going to switch to doing something that you like better, or maybe you're going to go on a trip, or there's a message coming in that maybe you're going to be able to move to do work or something. I don't know. Let's see. Let's get some regular tarot and clarify first this dirt digging thing, right? This dirt digging thing looks to me like it's a good kind of dirt digging, right? Or somebody's trying to find out information, but it's good information. It's like, how come, somebody, I don't know, like a high honor card here, 7 gun salute, right? So they're basically somebody's trying to dig up good dirt on somebody else, and it's going to make some kind of change, like a move or a move up. a higher rank, right? Because there's, I don't know. It's like you earn something, somebody earns something. Tell me what's going on here. So it could be like a job offer. It could be like a gift. I always see the Knight of Pentacles myself as part of your soul plan, right? And they say that this is the slowest knight in the deck. Well, of course he is, especially if it's representing your soul plan, because it takes a lifetime for this whole thing to unfold. There's tons of stuff going on, tons of stuff coming in, right? And I feel like this is part of your plan, right? And I feel like it's got something to do with your home, your stability, your Four of Wands. You know what I mean? And I feel like Four of Wands is family, and um, I know it can be kind of indicative of love and marriage and that, and it can, like, right? So somebody's kind of looking into somebody and then giving them an offer of stability, possibly something you didn't see coming. Maybe it's King of Swords, which would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, if it was a sign. It could be a judge. It could be somebody that's just very fair and tapped in, tuned in, turned on, honest, fair, kind, um, air sign. That's what that would mean to me. There's a brand new beginning here. It's brand new. And it's what's cool about it, like, look what's coming in here. Like this whole dirt digging thing, this is turning out to be like, wow, what the fuck is this? Well, it looks to me like you are either causing it yourself with this tornado that you're working with, spirit. You're causing a tornado. You're using your wands, your gifts, yeah, you're causing it. See? Hermit card. Sometimes when we are like, you know what I mean? Like these times in our life when sometimes we're depressed, it feels like we're depressed, right? Jim Carrey one time called it deep rest. Like it's not depressed, it's deep rest. And I believe that. I believe that so much because this is what happens during those times is we get very close with our higher self. And it looks to me like that's what's happening here. And you're whooping up something real cool, you know, causing a stir, working with spirit to make something brand new come about. That's what's happening here on that dirt digger card. Okay, well, let's look at this false person now. I feel like this one's a little like happiness hater, false person, distant horizons, which means 3 to 6 months is when this is coming in. And then the sudden wealth card. Remember, you're dealing with a liar here, right? This is somebody who doesn't tell the truth, false person. Tell me some more about this false person. Tell me something more about the false person. Empress. It's mother energy. It's strong mother energy. It's the number 3 card. I don't know. I don't know how she could ever be a false person unless she is indeed a mother. 3 to 6 months, something going on here. Mother and a child. So there's some lying going on. So what we know about this person, like, so it would be a female, right? Happiness hater, somebody who just can't see that the sunset for what it is. You know what I mean? Like they don't see anything beautiful. They just can't, right? So in 3 to 6 months, something's happening with the money, with sudden wealth, right? So This is something happening between, I would say, a mother and a child. Look at the bottom of the deck. Um, the Ten of Swords. I'm going to shuffle, though. I don't want to assume that Ten of Swords means anything to you. Okay, so let's see. Mother and a child. Another child, or these could be messages. Or there could be two children and a mother. Six of Cups. So, a memory. There's memories going on here, maybe. The Six of Cups, right? Because it's nostalgia. So it could be thinking back, thinking back. Five of Pentacles. Thinking back. Um, it makes you cold. It makes you feel cold. It makes you feel not good enough. It makes you feel like you can't even ask for any warmth. And I think that's the memory of this thing. You know what I mean? And then the Knight of Wands here. This is all about, doing the things you love, going after every single thing that makes you smile, and finding the Ten of Pentacles, despite it all. You know, there could be like something going on here, like with your memories or whatever, but at the end of the day, I think you're ending up fine. This could be about the way you're kind of processing through things maybe right now with the way the planets are. You know what I mean? Because we have so much going on with every single planet, and I don't know what Chiron's doing or where that's at in your chart, but maybe you should look into that, and see like if there's something there that you might need to reprocess, because that's kind of what this looks like. It's like you're reprocessing all of this, but you're still coming out Ten of Pentacles. This could be meaning, because you got the Seven Wealth card here too, right? So I don't know if there's an inheritance or a big win or something like that, but it does look like there's a lot of thinking about it and feeling about it, memorizing or remembering, right? With the Six of Cups, like you're kind of like remembering what it was like, you know what I mean? And since it's kind of bringing up like that, it's a mom and it's a false person, and like how that made you feel as a child, you know what I mean? And I think what you're doing is reprocessing through it. But I feel like since you got Ten of Pentacles at the end of the day, like it's a win, you know? Let's look at this bankruptcy card now. All right, so there's a bankruptcy card, a thief, a main male, and the community card. So the community card could be, anyone in your community, someone you know, someone that you're familiar with. I find this very interesting coming in after whatever this is, right? Because you got like this whole thing is talking about, I don't know, some kind of huge amount of money, like maybe just dropping in your lap in 3 to 6 months. Okay, so let's look at what is going on with the thief. Tell me who's the thief. the World card. The Thief is a World card. The end, an ending, a transformation. It ends something. It frees somebody from something. Strength, Seven of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Four of Pentacles. It definitely looks like stealing, doesn't it? Okay. Somebody's hanging on to their money here. Somebody's doing the stealing here with the Seven of Swords. Definitely with the Wheel of Fortune here, I feel like this is like supposed to happen. You know what I mean? It could have something to do with your home. Just because the wheel is spun right there, like the arrow is at the house in this card, you know? So I'm thinking like it could have something to do with your home, you know? So something's ending. There's a whole new world. Tell me what is ending. What is ending? Is it the thievery that's ending? Six of Swords, King of Wands. What? King of Cups and Three of Cups. Six of Swords. So your mind's being changed. You're moving into maybe more powerful energy, yet leading with love when you go into something, a party, wish fulfillment. Is this a love situation, dude? Someone in your community who's bankrupt and a fucking thief. Are you laughing with me here? And then you have the World card and the Strength card. So it's like you have to put an end to something, and it's going to be hard. But you know, you have to put an end to something. I don't know why or who this is, but it's definitely a thief, right? It's definitely about money. And it's supposed to happen. Now, the thing is that these all came out too. You've got the Six of Swords, so you're changing your feelings about something, your thoughts, basically, right? You're changing your thoughts about something in a different direction. And you're going toward the King of Wands and the King of Cups. So if we're just going on energy, we're going on, like, this is power. This guy is power. He can do anything. He's, you know, all about the magic. And this guy is all about the love, which is really cool energy. And that's what it looks like you're doing here. I mean, when you close out this cycle, you move into like this powerful, loving person, right? And then I think you're just like, look at the wishes are coming through now. So I don't really know, but it's like when you cut off whoever this person is. So it's coming up as with the bankruptcy card, past due note, right? And then what clarified it first is the thief card. So the thief in this picture is really the kid. You know, the kid is the one doing the pickpocketing. I'm only showing you because I don't know what exactly this is trying to say to us, but it is a man. And then we got another kid here, like in the center. So we got a lot of like kind of kid messages here. And don't forget that we had those here as well when we're clarifying for the Empress, you know. She's got two kids maybe. And then the Six of Cups. So it's like the memories of these kids are cold and lonely. And I mean, I don't really know, but it ends up being Ten of Pentacles. And then over here, like it's like you have to close something out. But then the wheel comes in and like it's all of a sudden you're everything you have everything you wanted. Which is crazy, but it's kind of cool. Okay, so then this person, this card is called In Their Head, Overthinking, Stressed, or Analyzing. And there's a message about your occupation or like dealing with your occupation. And then the Journey card, which is definitely about taking a trip or moving or, you know, something. Two of Cups. I think, I don't know, man, but oh, you're look at the bottom of the deck. Three of Swords, Nine of Wands, the Chariot. You're going somewhere and you're going to meet somebody and you are too scared. Isn't that funny about that number seven card and the Chariot's the number seven? And what we're clarifying is in your head. So you have an opportunity to go somewhere. You're going to meet somebody. Look, the Lovers is right there and you're mind fucking yourself all the way. Look. There's the Lovers right there at the bottom, like hardly very far in, but here's what's blocking you. Three of Swords, Nine of Wands. The Chariot's in here trying real hard to like come on, let's go, get on this motorcycle with me. And you're like, I don't know what to choose. Is that what the two kings are? Do you have a choice in love here? Do you? One of them's a thief. Okay, so here you are, you're choosing, you're confused, you don't know what to choose. What way should I go? You can go any way you want, Spirit says. Go whatever way you want. And you're like, I can't decide. And you're up all night thinking about it. Oh my God, Nine of Swords, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? There's that card we're clarifying, right? And then underneath of it is the Lover. So, so this is about an opportunity for love, I think. And you're pretty scared about it. Pretty scared. You don't know if you want to do it. It's the Two of Cups and the Lovers, though. I mean, that's a pretty good thing. You had Four of Wands over here as well. Is that what this whole damn thing is about? You're manifesting your perfect love? It looks like it. So this makes me wonder over here, like when this comes out, this what was that? The Happiness Hater. I feel like there's something new coming in and it's got real great potential. All of it is telling me like this is meant for you. Here you go. But all the way through it's also telling me you're scared. And I think that's where this analysis comes in. It's like you're looking back at your life, you know? I mean, you're looking back at the way you were raised and the way you were made to feel your whole life. And I think that it wasn't all that great. And I think that this new person coming in is exciting, and it scares you to like take the leap, you know. But you definitely have to close out a cycle before you can. You know what I mean? Because your Fool card is right over here in the very beginning. It's this person that's actually got a lot of nice shit to say about you. You know, like they hold you in high regard. And no matter what, you know, they can't really come up with anything negative about you. So this could be like a an offer of work that works into a love situation, but no matter what's going on, I feel like you are really needing to kind of like let go of the thief. The thief is over here. It's the false person. The bankruptcy is the way you feel while you're going through this, like looking back, you know, like this memory, Six of Cups, you know, like you're looking back at the situation and it makes you feel some kind of like bankrupt, like I'm not enough, you know, Five of Pentacles. And that's what has to stop. That's what has to go away is that feeling that there's anything wrong with you. And this thief is that belief. It's not an actual person coming in to steal from you. It's that, in a way, the thief was there from the beginning. You know what I mean? With the false person. And I just feel like, you know, at some point, you know, you're going to have to let go of that idea that you're not enough, you know. And I think it's harder than it sounds like because when we are grown up with those kind of feelings, they just stay there. Like, I mean, you can hear them. You can hear that negativity all day long if you allow it. You know what I mean? That's why the Strength card is here. I'm glad I kind of walked through that again because none of it was really making a lot of sense. But what I think is that you have someone coming in, actually more than one, because I do feel like you're going to be like, I don't know what to do. You know, I don't know what to do. Um, but I feel like there's someone really great coming in, and there could be an I mean, a fire sign or a water sign is what I'm thinking. Um, and I don't know if you're going to meet them at a party or a reunion or whatever, friend of a friend of a friend, but it's definitely a destined meeting here. But you do have to let go of this feeling that there's something you're falling short in some way because you're really, really not. And I think that a lot of times, like when you see this kind of thing, it's almost like you're gonna have to figure out why you love what it did to you. You know, what qualities did it really give you? You know what I mean? Because like I sometimes like have a hard time with that with myself. Like I have like no self-worth. You know what I mean? I just struggle with it all the time. Um, and you know, I don't know, besides just one little thing at a time, like just letting it go, you know, like with the moon tonight, you know, just saying like, if I have anything that's holding me back from like being my most authentic me, like any beliefs, anything, like rewire my thoughts, rewire it so that I can see the beauty, so that I can see the Ten of Pentacles looking at me. And so that when a Two of Cups comes in, I will know exactly who it is. I feel like there's two people, and I feel like one of them, you know, one of them is great, is what I think. Let's see if we can figure out which one is great. You're overthinking the whole thing. So, yeah, see, Seven of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like, maybe Spirit is saying, like, work on your own energy and your own power, like your own knowledge. Tap in. If you get a few seconds by yourself, like do this whole thing. You know what I mean? Do that whole thing. Do it today. I mean, you don't have any reason not to. Do a little ritual right in front of yourself. Light some candles, you know? Because I just feel like there's some memories that need to be reframed, man. And and it's time for that to happen because like this is a specific time thing. But the thing is that, this thief, which I think is actually this false woman, and I think that somehow you have her in your mind talking and talking and talking. You know what I mean? Like, and somehow not, so you're not being your authentic self because she let you to believe that maybe your authentic self isn't enough, and it is. So I don't know how you can switch that around, but that's what I think is going on right here. It's probably got to do with the planet movement. You know what I mean? Chiron moon, probably. I don't know what Chiron's doing right now. I haven't looked today or even recently. I've been kind of keeping an eye on some of the other ones. There's that chariot. So you're definitely ready for movement here. And I feel like it's going to be a struggle for you to accept the Nine Cups. You know, that's what I'm seeing here. Like, I don't know. So there she is at the bottom of the deck saying, like, you know what to do. Take your emotions out of this whole, like, whatever that is, and take it out of the equation. Take the heart out and look at it like from a logical standpoint, maybe. Like what it taught you, where it brought you next, and then next, and then next. Where is she going? Where's she going in the chariot? Where's she going in the chariot? Page of Swords, Seven of Cups. You're trying to decide where you want to put your energy. You're confused. You don't know who to choose or what to choose. You might not choose anything. The Death card is here. I feel like it's time for a transformation in something. Tell me what are you going into? What's the new door behind the Death card? What's the new door? Healing and new big ideas and choices. So the High Priestess. So this is what's behind the new door. Like you're closing the door. And I said, what's behind the new door? Four of Swords, healing, a big aha moment, maybe a new gift even, more tapped in to the High Priestess, the third eye, right? And then the Devil card is here. So I feel like what's behind the new door are more choices. You know what I mean? You get to decide. Are you going to go toward the um, all the new stuff, Or are you going to remain with fear, right? Or whatever's trying to control you, you know? I always, when I see the devil card, it depends on which one it is, but like this one kind of shows like it's kind of creepy, really. Like this old devil dude has his arm around one kid and a girl, one ice cream cone, one bag of money, and in the back there's a volcano erupting. So it could mean a whole bunch of things, right? It could mean there's going to be a test, you know? Test of what? Which way do you want to go? There's no wrong answers ever. That's really what I believe. I just believe like we have options and each one of them lead into a different reality. And so I think, I think fear is here still. And I think that's what they're saying. Like, you need to let it go. It's telling me over and over and over. Like, it has to, it's fear. And that's where it came from, was this false person. All right. Okay. I'm going to just look and see if we can get some advice from this being oracle. Advice. Contracts. This is Saturn. Remember that one card talking about bankruptcy? This says until debt tear us apart. Contracts, career, commitments. Saturn. It's pretty active right now with the other planets. So yeah, it is about that feeling like I'm not enough, doubting yourself like that, right? So it's telling me like there's some new seeds that are being planted, like something new is coming in. It's Venus. There's a love offer. But again, like your doubts are showing up, and that's what the devil is. It's that. It's that same thing. It's that this piece over here where you're thinking about your past. Alchemy is here. Ace of Pentacles, a brand new beginning. But like it's like you are resistant to it. You're closed off, guarded. It says be open to receive. And the way to do that is to be present in the very moment that everything is happening, right? And to be grateful in that moment. Uh, the cycles card here. Remember when I was telling you about the world and all the indications, like this is the end, the death card with the door, right? There's a cycle that is completed. And it's this one. It's this one when you're little. Those are the hard ones too. Oh my God, look what was stuck to that. They were stuck together, breakthrough. So you're having a big, huge awakening. So relax and enjoy that ride because it's taking you somewhere real sweet. And it looks like there's a choice in lovers, really. Destiny. That's sort of fun. I don't know if you might be on a trip when you meet this person, or it kind of looks like it. I hope that makes sense. Is everybody still here? How's it going, everybody? Did you enjoy the reading? What's the tea? Those are weird cards, aren't they? You're welcome. Did it make sense? Does it make sense? I wonder where you're gonna go. Are you going on another trip with your lady? With your work lady? It looks like you're gonna meet somebody on a trip. It could be about work. Okay. I kind of want to know a couple of things. I wish I knew that deck better. I kind of want to. Well, did you see the two kings? If it's not about that, like, what's the two of cups then? You know? And the lover was down there too, wasn't it? Tell me what's going on in the world scene. What's the general energy of the whole collective all over the planet right now? What's the general energy all over the planet right now? Truth. Truth being exposed. Page of Pentacles. Messages of truth. Could be also yep, the Wheel of the Year, which is the Wheel of Fortune, and then the World Tree, the end, reset, right? I don't know why she was out there, but she didn't flip over. Tell me what's the truth coming out. Something not being fair. It could be about money, it could be about Knight of Wands. This can mean people who can't control their passions. You know what I mean? They're just like wild as the devil, right? Wheel of the Year, and the Temperance card, and the Ten of Wands. So something is changing, but it's going to take time because it's like alchemy. And it's about changing the energy, you know, changing the energy. It's like backbreaking right now. Ten of Wands, we're at the end of it. I mean, and then the World card, right? Tell me what's coming after the World card. What's the reset after the reset? What's it look like? It's going to be scary. It's going to feel scary. It's dark. You're going to feel like you don't have any choice. Like you can't make it. You're stuck. You feel stuck. Look at those two cards to clarify what the end is going to be like. The World card, right? It's going to be a lot of stabbing ourselves in the head, right? The Horned God is the Emperor. Tell me what the Emperor is going to do. The Emperor is bringing in Libra energy, justice, balance. Balance again with the Crone card, right? And I'm glad I used this deck because like the crone is not just about strength, like in the regular tarot. The crone is actually wisdom and patience and love and so tuned in that nature knows it, you know? Like you're just so tapped in that, I mean, she's best friends with the lion here, you know? And she knows all things. I think that's kind of a beautiful card, but it does look like a, a hectic kind of feeling, doesn't it? With the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Because in the Eight of Swords, you feel like there's nothing you can do. Your hands are tied, you're blindfolded, you're stuck. In the Nine of Swords, you can't even sleep, you're up all night, right? Tell me why this Page of Pentacles is here. This is about our children. It's about things not being fair. You know what I mean? Like, there's heartbreak here. Someone trying to protect something, some trying to hang on, cover up something. And then the Three of Swords is about pain, right? But there's a light being shined on whatever is being tried to be, like this pain. It's trying to be covered up. But it's telling me like the vibration is raising. And there's more involved than what we think. It's not just it's not it's not just our government. I mean, there's so many other realms, you know what I mean? That are here and like showing themselves to me here in these cards. And how much power we have within our own self. I feel like that's one of the knowledges, one of the truths that's coming out of this thing. You know what I mean? Like I know I talk about it all the time, but I think some people don't believe about the fractal theory that a piece of us is God. And that's, we're here to experience life in a human body. And why wouldn't we? I mean, this is the place of, you know, everything dark and light, choices, taste, touch, scent, smell, feeling, touching, right? All of those things. So it's like we come here and it is a back-breaking kind of thing that we're going through right now, you know, but it's part of it. And I do believe there will be happiness at the end of the day. It's just that there's some people on the planet that don't have value for other people. And that is something that just isn't fair. And it's happening right now all over the place. You know what I mean? If you have um, any kind of melanin in your skin, you know what I mean? They're rounding these people up, tear gas in apartments. It's so awful. It's because they don't think that everybody's equal. They just don't see it. And I think what's happening is like minds are being changed because of this blatant display of haughtiness that's going on. You know what I mean? Um, Walking away, power moment, and a brand new beginning. That's what's happening. That is what's happening. That's what I was wanting to know. Like, what's going all over the place? Well, it's going all over the place that we are having an awakening. You know what I mean? Like figuring out who we are and um, and what our powers are. So we're kind of at the place where, you know, ending, new beginning. You know what I mean? We're here. And when we're one tower moment away from it happening. And I think what has to blow up is, well, a lot of things. I feel like this cover up about hurting kids and stealing kids and all of that, because that's what this is as a child. And I feel like that has to be blown to pieces and shown, like the sun has to shine on that more than anything, because it's really terrible. And basically, what it boils down to is some people think that they really are better than others, and they're not. And it's really causing like an imbalance in things. You know what I mean? I mean, the love is hard to feel in the world right now. There's so much hate and so much stuff being done to people. You know, whether it's immigrants or all these missing children that we have worldwide. And it's not just happening here in the United States. It's really, the children thing is everywhere. And I don't know what they're doing with these kids, but man, I mean, I just sometimes I can't even sleep. It's like this. I feel stuck, like I don't know what to do about it. I know it's happening, but I don't know what to do about it. Like, what can I do? I feel like my hands are tied. I feel like I'd rather have a blindfold on and not see it. And I do stay up all night thinking about it, like, what the fuck, you know? So it's telling me that there will be balance restored at some point. Um, it will, like after this cycle closes, there's a new one. I wonder what the new cycle's gonna look like, don't you? Let me see. Let's ask. I'll get a whole different deck and see, like, once this cycle of hate fucking finally gets gone. I don't know. What's it look like after that? God, was raised a Jehovah's Witness, so definitely got some like ideas already stuck in my mind because of it. I don't know if anybody else is like that or not, but if you're just raised in a certain way, you can't help it. Even if you know it's not true, it's your backup data. You know what I mean? It's your truth. Spirit, tell me what the new, after this cycle of this bullshit gets over, and we're talking worldwide. We saw Nepal. We see them. We saw that they elected their first prime minister of their new country, a woman. May the divine feminine continue to rise. Okay, so we've got the strength card and the page of wands. That strength card came out in the last one, huh? I think we really are going to be learning how strong we are and how kind and gentle we are at the same time, because that's kind of what the strength card, it's a balance, having a balance between, you know, like really taking control of something or just being that kind, loving, safe place. It takes strength to be both of those people, you know? And then the page of wands is all about fun, I feel like. It's chasing your dreams. It's freedom. I mean, this really does look like a freedom card, I feel like. Maybe it's saying, like, yeah, it's going to be great. Freedom's coming in. What else is coming in after the new cycle? Healing. There might be a little time for rest, Well, hearts are going to be healed. Her heart will slowly like start opening up, and then boom, there she is, Queen of Cups, master of her own emotions, a new beginning. Things are going to be made fair, and then indication that the Knight of Pentacles here, like onto the plan, on the with the plan. You know what I mean? So it looks like there's strength and emotional control. I feel like there's balance coming in with the Six of Pentacles. Page of Wands feels freedom to me. A new beginning here with the Ace of Pentacles. Could be talking about new money. Um, there's three money cards here, three pentacle cards. So I think that's interesting. Got a lot of cups here. So hearts being opened. I feel like there is a complete, like, 100% alignment going on here. And then the Emperor, the Divine Masculine. What about him? What about him? I think there's going to be a lot of changes. A lot of things changing. You know what I mean? Like it could be like, how they were saying, well, the astrology talks about a different kind of currency coming in. So I guess that might be cheating, but there is a lot of coins in this thing. It does look like there is a leader here still with the Emperor. Um, I don't know why that Nine of Swords is here though. Why is the Nine of Swords here after the new beginning? Something still needs to be transformed. Or it could be like saying goodbye to whatever you had to say goodbye to, too. Because it looks like that. Five of Pentacles, clarify Five of Pentacles. I feel like the foundation of this new beginning is love. It's built on love. There are coins here, but it looks to me like it's fair. I feel like there is a lot of love going into the process of whatever's changed here. Um, I think there's going to be a lot of success, and I feel just like there's freedom here. I do. The World cards here, upside down. I don't know why my cards aren't the right direction. They're all over the place, but the World cards here denoting, like, just exactly what we were clarifying, the new beginning. I feel like different frequency. It's like a different kind of energy. I think worry about the Emperor is what's changing. You know what I mean? Because you got the Emperor and the Nine of Swords next to each other. And then I said, what is going on with that Nine of Swords and the Emperor? And it said death and rebirth. So it's almost like the worry about an emperor is over. And that makes sense going like when you look at what's going on in the news and whatnot. Nepal definitely just changed their government. Africa is making some big moves. And I think Paris and Italy too. And the United States is right coming in right next to them. You know what I mean? Um, so I do feel like there will be, like a big change and a big transformation. But I think the foundation of this new cycle is love. And I think that everybody going in it, that's what their kind of their foundation is. Now, I don't know how long it's going to take to get to that place where it's successful and it goes from like this hopeless feeling to this feeling of, oh my God, we're here. Ten of Cups, right? Six of Wands, we succeeded. I don't know because the Pluto transit in Aquarius is basically the cause. And as it moves with other planets, like, it's conjunct or it's opposing or it's square, and then things happen. You know what I mean? Um, and they're all very, very working connected right now. So it's a 20-year transit. It could take a minute, but I just kind of wanted to see like what it says. But it looks like freedom and love and um, strength, balance, definitely spiritual, I think. And it looks to me like, like I'm not saying there never will be any more fear, but it makes me feel like once the cycle closes, the fear dissipates, you know? It almost feels like the freedom feels so damn good that the rest of it doesn't even matter because you just feel great. Wow. Okay. I hope that made sense, but this is my kind of I'm always wanting to know, like, what in the hell, aren't you? Like, when weird stuff happens in the world, like, what makes people do that kind of shit? Mars, Pluto, Saturn, all hanging out and arguing with each other. I need to keep shaving my legs. That's funny. 17 swords, I know. Saw that too. So, I don't know if anybody else is here still, but Joni, Joni. Should we do a reading for you? Um, I think we should. I moved all my cards, so I don't know where anything is. So I'm looking at what's right here on top. I haven't used this one yet. I haven't talked to you in such a long time. I know. I missed your birthday the other day too, and then I saw it and went, oh. I think I thought it was like the 29th or something. I don't know. Anyway, I was a little late with your happy birthday message. Joni. What does Joni need to know? Any messages for Joni? What does she need to know? Let's see, what is our energy right now? Five of Cups. What's our challenge? Seven of Wands and Five of Wands. Pretty tricky situation, Joni. You got Five of Cups as your energy. What's your challenge? It's walking across this crazy bridge that looks like your foot could fall through. And trying to work with others. People playing games. Five. Five of Wands, Five of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. Looks like tricky situation. Something about work there. Eight of Pentacles in the past. Why are the cards all over the place again? Hang on. I feel like I don't know why some of them are upside down. I know people read them in reverse all the time, but I just don't like it. All right. Tell me about that work card. I would like more about work. Tell me what's going on with the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Ten of Cups. Well, in the past, we got the Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. So, could be talking about like your life in the past, like work and home life balance, lots and lots of love. And then, of course, in your current situation, your Five of Cups, still mourning the loss. And I feel like you have some challenges going on right now. Um, and I think what it's telling me is the challenges that you keep facing, um, maybe are to distract you from grieving. Um, do you know what I mean? because these are usually like your blocks, right? But like why, Five of Cups, so you're grieving, but you're being blocked from feeling all of these emotions because you're being distracted, and I think that's been kind of the case for you. Like it seems to me that maybe the last few months, you had, well, besides your mom passing, but like you had a little tiny amount of time where it seemed like things sort of smoothed out a little bit for you. But for the most part, it's been one damn hurdle after another. It seems like, you know, doesn't it? So in your root system here, what I see is you've got the Six of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Six of Swords is about changing your mind and being open-minded and um, being able to kind of bob and weave with the roll with the punches, kind of. You know what I mean? Six of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. So I think, like, whether you know this or not, this is just something, it's like a gift. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of your fated gifts is to be able to see a bigger picture, to be able to, it's basically kind of transmuting energy. And I kind of think you're figuring out how to do it. And I think you've always known. Wheel of Fortune's telling me this is kind of the foundation of you being able to probably flip things around to see the brighter side. Maybe not for yourself every time, but for other people for sure. You just have this ability. And then up here it's talking about it again. You know what I mean? It's the Hanged Man. This is up here is where your higher self knows that you don't know. Two of Swords, so it's like you have a big decision to make. Um, you might not know about this yet, but I feel like it's an impossible decision, you know what I mean? Look at her. She's blindfolded um with a bow and arrow right there, right? But there's the Hanged Man, and that's what was going on down here, right? The Hanged Man basically here, Six of Swords. You're being able to change your thoughts, see it from a different perspective. And I think that there is a chance opportunity or like a decision you have to make here, but it's after you are seeing it from your soul's perspective. You're going to walk away because something is too much. Ten of Wands. You're seeing the need to walk away from something. So I think that's what's coming up. Like you're having to leave something. It's something that's heavy. It's a burden. It's a goddamn burden. Ten of Wands. You're ready for something different. You're at the end. Ten of Wands. Now, in the future pile here, we've got the Chariot, the Three of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. So this is basically like the Chariot is about movement, it's about alignment, it's about moving so in unison with your higher self that nobody needs any reins. You are going the same direction. Everybody's lined up. Your mind's not going all crazy. Your body isn't betraying you. Um, you're just all three pieces of you, body, mind, soul, going together in the chariot somewhere to 10 pentacles. But like look what's in the middle. So I feel like your higher self is trying to drive you somewhere. Your grief and stuff is getting in the way. As well as this five. Like, remember you started out with some fives here. Two fives up here, now you got the third one. I think that always happens in your readings, fives. So I feel like the chariot, which is your higher self, taking you to the Ten of Pentacles. But it's like you're not ready, you know? It's like you're not really ready. Um, Let's get what? How can she get ready? Judgment 20. The 20 card. You know which one that is. That's where the soul comes out and says, I got this. That's where the actual alignment happens. So the alignment is trying to happen in the very near future. But remember that you have all the stuff that's blocking you, and it's blocking you again. So it's this. It's the Five of Wands and the Seven of Wands. It's even stopping you from even grieving. This could be fear. Like, check this girl out. You see those, there's wands, six wands that are kind of like tied together, and she's carrying one and she's trying to balance, you see, and her foot could fall through the cracks at any time, right? So, and you're going over water, so definitely not like, you know, it'd be scary. So they're scary, and there's something about this Five of Wands, and it makes me feel like there's a game being played, and it's treacherous, it's scary, it's on your mind all the time, and I don't know, but I feel like your higher self has a different way, but you're going to have to let go of control. You're going to have to let go of control of the chariot. Because I feel like you're being moved here to leave, to walk away, to end something. And it's your soul doing it because it's the hanged man. You see, your soul is actually giving you information here. Like, look at it from my point of view. And so you do look at it from your soul's point of view, but now here comes this grief back again. So you get lined up, but then your human is still like in this grieving kind of energy. And I say, what can they do? What can she do? And it's the judgment card saying like you're gonna have to say, I trust you, soul. You've got me this far, you know? And I think, I mean, Ten of Pentacles, sure, it's about money, and maybe that is what it's about, but it's also about like just peace. You know what I mean? You've got the Ten of Cups in your past, and you're headed straight toward Ten of Pentacles. You are. Your soul's driving you there. So, you know, it might not be what it was over here, because this is all about cups. It's about your heart. And Pentacles is about your home, your money, your security, your family. You know, it's a different feeling, but it's damn good though. I mean, look, and you've got the dog there, you've got some kids, you've got some family, generations, right? So it's like it's gonna happen, but like this grieving is still here, and I think that it's still here maybe because so many other things been happening, you know. Okay. So, Spirit, give me some advice for children. Ten of Swords. It's a whole bunch of knowledge coming in. You've got a lot of tens here. You've got all the tens, Joni. 10 cups, 10 swords, 10 wands, 10 pentacles. And there's you, Justice. Look at all these major arcanas. Do you see them? Because, I mean, besides the Wheel of Fortune, the rest of these cards are about alignment with your body, mind, and soul. The Hanged Man, the Chariot, Judgment, and Justice. All of those are about alignment. So there is a lot going on here for you, little Missy. What else is going on here with the Ten of Swords? Justice for the Ten of Swords. This could be like finally understanding something. so that you can have a new beginning or being done with something, right? There comes the healing. Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. So, okay, Empress at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. I mean, you're getting there. You know what I mean? You're getting to that place. It's just, like, I think what's happening for you right now, honestly, it's an alignment. And I think a lot of us are going through that. And this Ten of Swords, it's like, I mean, they all look different in every card, right? But, like, first of all, remember that the swords are knowledge, they're words, they're information, you know? And so you think 10 swords, like, you know, usually they show somebody probably dead, right? This person isn't dead. This person is lit up. Like, look at all the sparkles, like, all around the arrows, right? So I feel like knowledge, like, changed mind because you have the Six of Swords down here doing the same thing. But I feel like you're seeing some kind of knowledge. You're just understanding something differently. Um, it could be something about work. It could be something about life in general. Could be about your mom. It's right here, bottom of the deck, with the Empress. You know, maybe you'd be tapping in with her or something like that. But like, I just feel like something beautiful is coming for you. You've got the Ace of Pentacles, which could be like a new job. There's healing here. And then the Queen of Pentacles being here, like, is saying, like, you know your value here. You're content, you're beautiful, and you know it. And it's not like you're trying to get other people to understand that. The only person that needs to understand how beautiful you are really is you. And I think you're doing that here because I think that you're actually having some time to heal, um, because it's telling me there's a new beginning, and it starts with you healing and understanding who you are. And then the Nine of Pentacles, my favorite card, sitting under the tree, you know, drinking wine, reading a book, money growing on trees, and a brand new beginning again. So I feel like there's a lot going on for you, Joni, and it all looks beautiful, like new beginnings and healing. I think that the only thing I'm seeing is that there's the thing that might be stopping you from like getting the big alignment, you know, with body, mind, and soul. And I mean, they make it seem like it's a, you know, a big deal, and it is. It's because it's hard for our human to let go and trust that our spirit like has it. You know what I mean? Like no matter what, you're going to always be okay. And I think that somewhere in the mix here is like the Nine of Pentacles. That's kind of what the Nine of Pentacles means to me. Like, no matter what happens, you'll always be taken care of, and you realize that. And I think there's something pretty magic about knowing that. You know what I mean? Whether it's money or whatever, um, you're just, you know, taken care of. And I feel like when you know that and you can trust that, you know, all you really probably got to do is look back, Joni, and think about different times since, you know, since you lost Bernie, like different times that you needed something and it was just you found it. It was there or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I mean for like finances, it seems like things always end up working out. And I think it's because, you know, it's spirit working it out for you. And I think you're figuring that out. And I think that when we can figure that out, like for real, like we really aren't worried anymore. We're really not worried. We're like, I just know I'm going to be okay. So, like, that's all there is to it. And then you are. You know what I mean? I think you got a lot of worries on your mind and a lot of sadness. But it's kind of like what I was telling Free Will, you know, it's like um, when you have the time, you know what I mean? Like something happened. Like Free Will just had surgery, so she's kind of laid up with her leg, and I said you need to listen and keep a notebook because Spirit's probably telling you something, and that's kind of what I'm seeing for you as well, Joni. Like I see that you're busy, and it's this crazy stuff. It's almost like a game, like keeping you, I don't know, from even healing. The games people play around you or something like that. Um, anyways, it's even keeping you from actually going ahead and actually letting it go or even processing the fact, you know, because like I said, you've had one major turmoil after another pretty much. And so it's kind of kept you maybe kept you distracted from your real pain. So did it ever get healed or did it just get pushed down? Because that's what I'm kind of feeling like. I mean, like it's time for you to like take charge here, and I see it happening, you know. You've got it all over the place where your higher self is coming out to say like, I'm right here, I'm right here. And you're like, hang on, I'm crossing this fucking bridge and I could fall at any minute. I'll get back with you in a second after I play the game with these crazy people at work. You know what I mean? So I kind of think that there's something big that's going to change. There's nothing you're doing wrong or anything. And I was just thinking about it the other day because like me and Joni have the same North Node, which is Cancer, which is about learning about love. And basically, right, it's about learning about love, what love really is. We came here to figure it out. And I'll tell you, I think that, you know, like it's been 6 years since I lost Paul, and like a couple of days ago, I cried all day long again. Like, and I haven't done that in a long time. And I was kind of like going like, man, you know, like, cause you know what people think, you know, like, oh, she's crazy. I don't really know what people think about me. I hardly ever leave my house, and I don't really care what they think. But I think that if I came here to understand love and to feel love and to experience all those things, um, I think it's all right if I still cry 6 years later because that's fucking what I came here to feel about, you know? I came here to feel a mother's love and kind of try and understand that on a deeper level than I could have ever imagined. I didn't even know. I didn't know. I didn't even know I had that much love inside me. And I think that I think it's the same for you, Joan. Like you're here to learn about love, same as me. And so we have a crying day or 10, 6 years worth. I mean, if that's really what our soul came here to do, I'm thinking my soul is saying job well done. And I feel like yours is too, Joni. That's really what I feel. Let me see where we're at here. I haven't been talking to you guys because I was reading. Free Will, did you send me money? Thank you. Let's see. Man, oh man, enough with the challenges, but you are 100% correct. Happy belated birthday, Joni. Thank you, Free Will. You can say that again. 3 years of challenges, losing my husband, losing my mom, losing my dog, losing our home. Just survival mode all the time. It's truly exhausting. That's a lot, Joni. God making me a warrior. Thank you, There's a pretty rainbow in your room. New beginnings, Joni. Can you see the rainbow? Oh, that's fun. Oh, we do that. My kids are really pretty cool about that. Can you see it still? It's on the wall. It's just a little sticker on the window. My super chat went away. I hope you didn't lose it. I don't think I lost it. I don't know how you could lose it. Will the grieving ever go away? The hole just got bigger with losing my mom. You may need therapy to help work you through your feelings. I got therapy 2 years worth and it changed my life. Yeah, that might help, but at this stage I have no time for anything, but it might help with all the questions without answers. That's so true, Tina. So we will always be okay. So hard to remember that, but it has always worked out somehow. Everything will change if you can do that. Doesn't matter the time frame, they're still gone. I think one should deny oneself to feel the things. Oh, well, you're welcome. Thank you guys for being here. I'm glad that you guys both came on today. Um, I am doing all right. Oh, you guys there? Hi. I think my headphones just are beeping, like they're out of juice or something. So I'm gonna have to go. I love you guys.